Tadej Pogacar is back. 2023 Tour de France, stage 20, the final big mountain stage, Le Markstein, and after 133.5 kilometers, the white jersey, UAE Team Emirates, the Slovenian superstar, winner of 2 Tour de France's, he wins the stage. And it was from an all-star group with his teammate setting 3rd overall, Adam Yates, and with race leader, yellow jersey, Jonas Vingegaard. Adam opened up the sprint, Vingegaard tried to respond, Tadej Pogacar lights it up, wins the 2nd stage of this year's Tour de France, holds that 2nd overall to conclude what's been a difficult Tour de France after losing 5.5 minutes the other day and trailing by 7.5 minutes on Vingegaard in the overall classification. We knew it was going to be a rock and roll day, 6 categorized climbs on tap over a short stage, and riders' legs were dead after racing 19 stages to get to this point ahead of Paris tomorrow, the flat sprinter stage. Right away, we saw multiple attacks, and oh, if you're tuning in, you might have seen the yellow jersey up there, Jonas Vingegaard, on the attack as well, or at least in the lead group. Warren Barguil and others were saying, hey, Jonas, get out of here. We want to try to win with this escape, and you're not helping us at all. With the escape up the road with riders like Tom Pidcock, Nilsson, Paulus, Mikel Landa, Skilmos, Ciccone in the polka dot jersey of King of the Mountains, Izagirre, past stage winner, Nealons, Barguil, those riders were clear up the road. Back behind, disaster struck. Sepp Kuss was in a crash. Also, Carlos Rodriguez from Ineos Grenadiers, because take note, he was sitting 4th overall at the beginning of today's stage with Simon Yates breathing down his neck, the Jayco Alula rider, twin brother of Adam Yates, who sits 3rd overall. Up ahead, we were watching that escape. Ciccone had one mission today: to solidify his lead in the mountains classification and wear that polka dot jersey into Paris on the Champs-Elysees tomorrow. And he did so around about 50 kilometers to go on that 3rd last climb. And when he did, we saw him at the top of the climb celebrating as if he just won the stage. But no, Ciccone, you've just won the Maillot Pois, the polka dot jersey of the Tour de France, and the Italian deserved to celebrate that. Back behind, well, the GC riders were keeping the escape in check. The riders up front didn't have much of a chance, and when they got on the final 2 climbs, the Petit Ballon, well, Thibaut Pinot had attacked. Thibaut Pinot is from this area. He's retiring after the Tour de France, and well, this is his last edition of the Tour de France, and he wanted to do something special. His dad was there on the finish line, and he looked oh so nervous. First excited, then nervous after Pinot's attack, because Pinot had had some distance, looked like he could go the distance, but behind him was Tom Pidcock, Barguil, the rest of the other escapees, and then further back, the GC group, things were starting to heat up because Tadej Pogacar's team, UAE Team Emirates, they were ratcheting up the pace. My guess, a few days ago into Courchevel, Tadej Pogacar was a little bit sick and off. Now he's feeling better, and this would have been the stage had the GC battle still been closely fought. We would have had a whammy of a stage today, but still we were in for a treat because UAE, Rafael Majka, Gross Schottner, all the boys were starting to ratchet up the pace for Pogacar to eventually launch. On the final climb, the Place Vassen leading to Le Markstein, well, that's where things started to get crazy. They caught Pinot, who was up solo on the road, and the group behind, well, Tadej Pogacar launches out of that group with 5.1 kilometers to race to the top. Jonas Vingegaard is right on him, as too later was Felix Gall, winner of the Courchevel stage over the Col de la Loze. That trio was eventually up the road, but a group behind with Adam Yates and Simon Yates were never far off, and eventually they closed it. Tadej Pogacar was easing up to let his teammate Adam Yates come up the road to join in the group, and Adam would eventually be key to helping Tadej win the stage. But also Simon Yates was working for that 4th overall. He jumped ahead of Carlos Rodriguez, who was back in the back. We saw blood coming down his face, truly suffering today just to hold on to his top 5 in the overall. Up over the top of the Place Vassen, the final 8.1 kilometers to Le Markstein. They're rolling, slight downhill, slight flat into the finish. It was Adam Yates leading out Tadej Pogacar. Jonas Vingegaard trying to respond, and Tadej Pogacar doing what he does best, winning. This is the excitement. This is the punch that we expected all Tour de France from from Tadej Pogacar. I think he was a little off in the last days, but he did it today. Stage win, bookending what's been a great Tour de France with that first day and the yellow jersey going to Adam Yates, his teammate, and this last hard day going to Tadej Pogacar, making up for what's been a hard Tour de France for him after losing that time. 2 stage wins, the other one coming on Courtrai. Today a second one for Tadej, and celebration up here on Le Markstein, and also celebration for Adam Yates, his teammate, holding on to that 3rd overall behind 2nd overall Tadej Pogacar. Yellow jersey leader Jonas Vingegaard will go into Paris tomorrow in that yellow jersey for the 2nd time after winning the Tour de France last year, and it's a big day for these top 2 stars, Vingegaard in yellow and Pogacar on top winning the stage.